Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Majestic speaking with another episode of Mech Warrior Online here. And today I'm going to be doing another round of the Daily Destruction Tour with you guys. So, as you can see, I'm taking out the Jade Kite again. And I hadn't taken it out pretty much since its first release. I still have the same loadout on there. I really like the stock build that, the stock omnipods and everything that this thing has to offer. I left the loadout that I had because, really, I just enjoyed playing with it. As simple as that. So, if you hadn't seen that video, that was on Tourmaline Desert. That was the first day of the release. Now we are on Canyon Network. Now, Canyon Network definitely presents another challenge for us just because of the fact that heat tends to creep up on people. So I'm curious to see how this mech plays now that you have the trenches and the plateaus and everything that everyone's going to be, navigating around. So just wanted to see where the difference lies and if this mech is consistent across the board, at least from this build and how I like to play it. Now, you probably are noticing no audio in the background, and I recorded this, with audio at the time, and I didn't like the audio. I didn't like my commentary on it, so I just completely took it out. So that's why I had to take out that audio entirely, which means both the commentary and the sound effects and everything were taken out as well. So you're just going to get my commentary along with, the background music and everything for this round. But hopefully it just sheds some more light on this mech and this particular build. Again, this is a stock loadout Jade Kite. So, no other omnipods from any of the other variants are on this thing. As you can see, we do have, we have two of their assaults that we started pinging up from the get-go. We're getting chewed up a little bit from behind there. But we had that, what was it, a Zeus, and now we have that Direwolf that are kind of just chilling over there. And it seems like they're separated from the rest of the team. So we're just going to keep, keeping our options open where we want to go. This Direwolf is going to keep, pinging us from around the corner, and I think it's about that time that we might have to make a move on him just to get him out of the picture. He probably doesn't have any support back there, and we have a couple mechs that are in that vicinity anyway, so we can help them out, get the quick kill, take 100 tons off their team, and that will hopefully, put us in a better position. And again, just pinging him up, he's going to try and get some shots down on me, but I get the kill on him. Ultimately, thank you to the rest of the team for providing that constant support. And that close-range brawl with this thing is absolutely ridiculous. A lot of people are comparing the Night Gears to the Timberwolves at this point. Both very tanky mechs, both very good at up and personal, brawly kind of situations. And it's a matter of personal preference, really. I've seen people that do better in Night Gears than Timberwolves and vice versa. So it's really your personal preference. I like both of them. I'm not going to pick a side. I think they're both fantastic mechs. But again, now we're going around the plateau, getting pinged up from long range. And again, we are in range for the guys that are in the trenches here, but we can't really ping up our opponents that are on the far plateaus. So we're going to have to keep that in mind. We do have a couple of them trying to peek around the corner, get some shots off there. Now, the great thing that I love about this build is that the ballistics provide suppressive fire. Triple UAC 5s, 2 small pulse lasers, and 2 SRM-6s with Artemis is no joke. You're plaguing them from a distance, just throwing down some shells, getting them to, kind of get panicky and move around a little bit more. And then the SRMs and small pulse, obviously, for amplification once you are within range. So, getting plagued here a little bit from the LRMs. They are currently on the ramp there, so we're kind of at a stalemate at this point. And as you can see, I've been taking a lot of fire. And yes, my armor is yellow, but no components are cored just yet. That probably, it will be the case. So, not to be a spoiler alert or anything, but that will be the case inevitably. Oh, whoops, I totally forgot about that. I remember looking back on this and I said to myself, I hope that wasn't me that blew off his arm, but I think it was. Sorry, man. That was really unintentional. The UX. The UX graze your friend sometimes. Sometimes there's only so much you can do. Gonna stand up here and take a little bit of a beating, and that was probably a poor decision on my part. Standing up there, yes, I do have some tankiness, some extra armor, some padding to work with, but standing up there, getting blasted, and then, the LRMs raining down. I thought they might have still been on the ramp, and I guessed wrong. But now becomes the time where it's probably going to become a NASCAR around the plateau. We still have they still have their long-range support, their Overwatch that is kind of just, you know, taking some shots from long range. That, what was it, the Wolfhound? Yeah, that Wolfhound got a little too aggressive, and that guy down on the bottom, I think, I don't even, was that a spider? I think it was. But regardless, so they have their lights and mediums that are still on the flank, and their bulky, you know, bigger units are sitting over here up, still kind of on the ramp, kind of making their way around the rest of the plateau here. Again, we're going to get targeted by the LRMs. But now it's probably time for us to make a move as well. But I cannot be at the front. I have a cord center torso at this point. And I just don't think that that would be a smart move at this point, considering I'm not sure if they made their way entirely up the ramp at this point. But at this, you know, point in the match, we have to be a little bit more wary, a little bit more careful. And based on the map, it looks like we have a king crab. Yeah, that king crab is right next to us, and he's going to make a move around the corner here. So we're going to help amplify any kind of damage, any kind of move that he's going to make. And we did catch a couple of them still straggling behind here in the back. It looks like, yeah, that Wolfhound is just going to dip out of cover there, but we're going to stay up on the right. We just pretty much changed positions. That's the whole thing about NASCAR. We're just changing positions, and we're getting some fire down on these guys. It looks like there's a heavy behind here. Yep, this Mad Dog has no idea we're here, and we're going to take him out pretty quickly. Unfortunately, it's 4-5, so they got more of us than we got of them, but we're going to peek around the corner here, hopefully get some shots down, and this Night Gear is going to take the shells to that CT and go down. Another kill for us, but it's 5-8 at this point, unfortunately. And this Night Gear has no idea that we are behind him, and we're going to take him down as well. Wow. 2 quick kills. Excellent work, but we are completely cored up. It is 6-10, so not really looking too well at this point for us. And that spider's going to zero win on me, along with the rest of the team. Now we're gonna focus in on that spider because we don't have another target at this point, and there was a flash of someone, but we got him down. That Night Gear is going to take off the rest of my weaponry, and there I go, eating some dirt over there. Looks like 4 kills, 3 assists, and 1,163 damage, though, so excellent stats. Just not a great result. So, you know, this guy, our last friendly mech out there on the battlefield, looks like he's going to get focused in on any minute now, and ultimately he's going to go down and eat dirt as well. So, unfortunately, the result isn't there, but the stats definitely are. Definitely tells me that this mech is pretty consistent across the board for the most part, you know. Again, if we check out these stats here, 4 kills, 3 assists, 5 times doing the most damage with 11 components destroyed. But that just shows that you could have a great personal round and still might not have a great result. So, ultimately, that's what we're going to take away from this and learn for next time. But that's going to do it for this episode of Mech Warrior Online, the Daily Destruction Tour. If you liked the video, hit that like button. Check out the links in the description if you want to help the channel out a little bit more. Thank you guys so much again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, guys.